This is the Audiocular Arc, a super budget-friendly in-ear monitor that comes with a Type-C jack with an inbuilt DAC, and it is by far Audiocular's best in-ear monitor so far. And in comparison to its price, it performs absurdly well and is an absolute beginner's dream. So let me explain why. Alright, so the Audiocular Arc comes in this tiny, super eco-friendly packaging, and inside this box we get some paperwork, a few pairs of different sized silicone ear tips and a clip for the cable, the oxygen-free copper silver-plated cable that have 2 pin connectors on one end, an inline microphone with dedicated multimedia control buttons, and it ends in a Type-C jack. And of course you get the Audiocular Arc in-ear monitors themselves. Alright, let's talk about the specs. So the Audiocular Arc houses a single 11mm dynamic driver with an impedance of 16 ohms and a sensitivity of 105 decibels. It comes with a Type-C jack that houses the KT02H20 DAC packed inside, which means you can expect uncompromised audio quality. Now, when you plug this jack inside your phone, it also supports the My Audiocular app that will give you access to a parametric equalizer and more EQ presets so that you can further tune this pair to make it sound just like you want them to. Alright, let's talk about the build and the appearance of the Audiocular Arc. Now the build is your typical resin shell with 2 holes to ease the pressure and make these excellent for long listening sessions without any ear fatigue or discomfort. The faceplate also has this metal ring at the center, and it also has some air vents for more airflow. Overall, the ergonomics are on point and I had absolutely no issues with fit and comfort. And as for the quality of this inline microphone, here, have a listen. Alright, so the sound you're hearing right now is being directly recorded using the inline microphone of the Audiocular Arc IEM. So this is the type of quality that you can expect from this mic. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Alright, back to the video. Alright, now let's talk about the main criteria, which is the audio quality. Now, as you know, any sound that you hear is broadly made up of 3 major frequencies: the highs, the mids, and the lows. The highs, or the treble response, where the really sharp sounding instruments are; the mids, where the vocals are; and the low end, or the bass response. Alright, starting off with the highs, or the treble response. Now the treble response is surprisingly smooth with a decent amount of sparkle. I was particularly impressed by how well controlled the ultra high frequencies were with no harshness or sibilance. So it's great for extended listening sessions and for treble sensitive individuals. My gripe, however, if I absolutely had to find one, would be the lack of separation in the high frequencies, most evident with instruments, and overall, it is not the cleanest treble response. However, this is me being extremely harsh on these so that you get a clear idea. But for their incredibly low price, the highs do a surprisingly good job. Next up, we have the mid frequencies where the vocals are. Now the vocals are bright, forward, but not hollow or too shouty. There is a slight touch of warmth to them, and they also sound quite crisp, and both male and female vocals sound pretty solid. However, just like the treble response, the mid-range is not the cleanest sounding and needs better layering and separation. Stringed instruments sound quite rich and detailed, and overall offer a very coherent rendition that I'm pretty sure almost everyone will appreciate, especially at its price point. And finally, we get to the low end, or the bass response. Now the bass response was truly impressive, with a solid blend of the mid-bass slam and the sub-low rumble, primarily on the latter. I wouldn't say these are the cleanest bass with the best texture, but boy do these provide an absolute bang for your buck with its meaty mid-bass slam and that deep sub-low rumble. So you get both the thump as well as the immersiveness thanks to the ultra low frequencies that these can convincingly deliver. And for a bass head, I can definitely recommend these as well. Alright, let's talk about the Soundstage. Now the Soundstage on these are nothing too impressive, but the imaging does a better job in comparison. So for some casual gaming, these can definitely do a decent job. Alright guys, just to summarize, the Audiocular Arc is arguably Audiocular's best in-ear monitor till date, and it is currently the only Type-C budget IEM that I can easily recommend to any beginner or casual listener. The unapologetically V-sound signature, the insanely low price, and the convenience of Type-C with a built-in DAC that actually performs well is just the perfect combination to get someone hooked into the world of IEMs. Audiocular has absolutely hit this one out of the park, and it definitely gets my seal of buy with confidence. So there you have it, guys. That was my review of the Audiocular Arc. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have any other questions regarding this, do hit me up in the comment section below. As always, the link to this and many other in-ear monitors, DACs, and audio accessories will all be placed in the description below for your convenience, and I would really appreciate if you use those links to make your purchase. It will, as usual, never cost you anything extra, but it'll help me run this channel and I can produce more such high quality and helpful content just for you guys. So thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video, leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. Cheers.